This is the plaintiff, David Williams. He says he bought a Crown Victoria from the defendant, but couldn't register it because the title wasn't notarized. The defendant swore up and down he'd straighten things out, but hasn't, and now won't return his money because the car is worthless to him without a title. He's here in the name of justice and seeks the return of his hard-earned $4,730. This is the defendant, John. He says he did send the title to the plaintiff and thought that was that. About a month later, the guy calls him and says he no longer wants the car and he wants his money back. He doesn't know what planet the plaintiff thinks he's living on, but this is Mother Earth, and things just don't work that way down here. He's accused of this not being his crowning moment. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $5,660 for storage fees.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Delegates have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, David Williams, you are suing John's company. John, you've asked us not to mention your last name or the company name, and we'll respect that, for $4,730 that you want refunded to you because you bought a car and never got it. Tell me what happened. Oh, I'm sorry, and you have a counterclaim against him for almost $6,000 for storage because he never picked up the car. All right, talk to me first. You tell me your side. What happened?
I met him through my neighbor, and he had a car that I liked, and I asked him about it, and he said that he knew somebody, John, that had cars as similar, and I said, I'd be interested.
Okay, what kind of car was it?
It was a Crown Victoria.
Like the kinds the cops have?
2005.
Okay, go ahead.
And
the price then was going to be what, $4,500?
$4,500.
All right, now you didn't live, the car, where are you located?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And where are you located?
In Belmore, New York.
Okay. All right. So what was your plan? How were you going to get the car?
Never happened because what part of the negotiation was that the money was transferred down and he was supposed to send the title back. And then he did send the title back almost a month later.
Did it take you a month to send the title back?
It was sent back the next morning, Your Honor. I had the title notarized the day that I received the money in my bank account. The next morning, I had it priority mailed to him.
Do you have the proof of mailing?
I don't have the proof of mailing, but I got the notarized title that I sent to him. He acknowledged that he received it.
You mean a copy of it, right?
No, this is the original. This is the title.
Why? That came back to you?
He mailed it back to me a month later.
And what did he say?
He says, I want a refund. I bought another car.
Okay, let me see that. All right, according to you, what happened?
Oh.
This is in 2011?
Yes.
Where's the car now?
It's still sitting at the storage facility.
What are you doing with it?
It's sitting there racking up storage charges.
Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see that. All right, so now, okay, you tell me what you say happened. According to you, he's supposed to send you the title. He sends it a month late, and then what? When was the contract signed? It says June 23rd.
And when I got the title, which I got back around the 29th.
This appears to have been notarized on June 22nd. So then you send this to him according to you, which is immediate. And when you got it, what was the problem? Why am I here? Why didn't you pick up the car?
Well, big problem was that when I went to the Motor Vehicle Bureau with the title, his signature was there, but she said that you need a signature with a notarized.
It was notarized.
It wasn't notarized.
At the time, it wasn't notarized?
I tell you, if I got that notarized, I'd have grabbed it.
All right, so according to you, it comes unnotarized and you send it back to him and you say what to him?
I need it notarized and the other necessary work that was supposed to go with it.
Okay, so you tell him that, and how do you tell him that? On the phone or through email or what?
It was a conversation that we had. Do
you have phone records so I can see when this stuff is taking place?
I have only emails that was...
You have emails? Let me see the emails. So go on. According to you, you send this back to him. And you tell him this needs to be notarized. And what does he do?
I didn't get anything back from him.
Ever in 4 years?
No.
This all happened in 2011. We're in 2015. It took you 4 years to sue. Why? Why did it take you 4 years to sue?
Well, he got sick.
Who got sick?
He got sick.
Okay.
From what I understand, he had a heart attack or something. And I only had one email conversation with his wife. From then on, I just figured that he was still sick, and he would call me when he's well.
Will somebody please tell me what is going on? What's going on?
Your Honor, I mailed him title, as I said, on the 23rd. He received
Yeah, at 23rd of what?
of June 2011.
Okay, so according to you, then what happens? You send down the title right away, and he says or does what?
On the 29th of June, after he received the title, he mailed it back to me by FedEx.
Mailed it back to you and said what?
Said, I want a refund.
Is that on there? Is there like a note or something that says I want a refund?
It might be.
Do you have anything in writing that would prove to me that he wanted a refund and that everything he's saying is a lie?
This is a letter dated July 23rd, 2011, that I sent him a response to him sending me the title back.
Let me see that. Who's Rich Horan?
He's the neighbor.
Okay. One of the emails he has is an email from you to that neighbor where you say to him, I'm sorry I haven't gotten back to you sooner. We are filming in Balto. I'm sorry that Dave is breaking your, and then he says part of your anatomy. I'm trying to help him, but he sent the damn papers signature required, so FedEx refused to leave it under the door. Who's Movie Props?
I don't know.
Who's Movie Props?
He does that type of work too.
He does that. Who's Movie Props?
I don't know, Your Honor.
Who's Movie Autos?
I don't know.
Who's Movie Autos?
I don't know anybody by that name.
Who are you people? It says they brought it down with my other mail, but I haven't been back in Philly during the day when the tag service is open to get his forms notarized. I'll see what I can do. Thanks, Sarge. Who's Sarge?
That's my nickname.
Okay. Well,
But I didn't write that. I don't know who that is, and I didn't write that.
What is your version of this? That he just never sent back the title notarized?
Yes. I mailed him a letter asking him which way he's going to go, as far as I wanted the car or give me the money back. And that was in August of 2013. It was addressed to his business address is 4301. It was refused.
Why was a letter addressed to your business refused?
I have no idea.
FedEx.
Your neighbor friend,
Yes.
is he available to speak to me?
I did give you a notarized statement from him.
No, I want to talk to him. Give Rich a call. Get Rich on the line.
You want me to?
Yes, sure do.
Your Honor,
Yep.
may I give you this in reference to that phone call? It's a letter from Rich Horan in reference to this.
Okay. Is it did you have an affidavit from Rich Horan?
A notarized statement.
Can I have his notary? Can I have what both of you say Rich is going to say before we call Rich?
That's a letter that Mr. Williams introduced as evidence in his suit in Philadelphia.
Against you?
Yes.
On this case?
Yes.
Okay, but why are you giving it to me? What's it supposed to prove?
It's showing that Mr. Horan, it has no relevance to the case other than the fact that he's biased in his opinion because the letter doesn't have any evidence. It's merely a derogatory
You're looking
statement
worse
about
every
me.
second. Get that man on the phone. I'm also in the affidavit that this gentleman's not going to say good things about you. I am also in a position to expand further about the credibility of Sarge, as he has made some serious issues with myself and one county agency and one state agency. Do you know what he's talking about?
Partial.
Hold
It's
on, Rich.
amended.
Okay, fabulous. Does he? Why don't you tell him what's going on?
Yeah.
Never mind. Just hearing the phone.
I'd rather you talk to him.
No worries. Hold on.
Hold on one
Hang
second.
on.
Hold on.
He won't.
Does he know you're here? Hi, is this Mr. Horan? This is Judge Milian from the People's Court.
Okay. Yeah, I know your show.
Okay. So anyway, a gentleman by the name of David Williams is suing a gentleman by the name of John, a.k.a. Sarge, in my courtroom. Were you aware of that or no?
Yes, I'm aware of it.
Okay. It sounds to me like there's some questions, and I don't know who to believe here, and I don't know what's going on, and I need to ask you some questions if you don't mind. You know we're filming this, right?
That's fine.
Okay, good. What happened here?
What had happened was I had located Sarge and purchased a Crown Victoria from him, a 2003 Crown Victoria. I went down to Pennsylvania, picked it up from him, and I usually would meet him like by supposedly a movie area where he kept all of his movie like props, ambulances.
Why movie props?
The vehicle I purchased was a movie prop. So basically, It was in a movie, no longer needed, and I purchased it.
What is movie? Can I ask a question? There's an email address involved here. Movie autos at. Who does that belong to?
That belongs to Sarge.
Okay, go on.
Okay, and what had happened was I purchased this vehicle, and I purchased 2 vehicles from him. And everything seemed all right. So I went back home, and Dave happens to be my neighbor. So David said, "That's a really nice car. You know where I can get Crown Victoria." So I said yes. So Dave and Sarge managed to, be hooked up by me because Sarge had said, "I have this vehicle that I'd like to sell." Dave wired him, believe it or not, the whole entire amount.
I know.
Okay.
The rest of us have our jaws dropping over that.
Yeah, which to me, to know Dave, he is one of the kind of guys that will trust anybody.
He's kind of naive, isn't he?
Yes, and he's got a good heart. So what had happened was, in the meantime, I turned around and bought another vehicle from this guy.
This guy being Sarge?
Yes. I go get this vehicle, and Sarge had guaranteed that the car he had a mechanic look at it. Coming over the horizontal bridge, I had no brakes. My lieutenant had to go in front of me to try to stop me from hitting everybody on the horizontal bridge. Okay, that car was taken to the Nassau County Police Department where they totaled it because the car was rotted out. I started to realize there was a problem. I wound up getting a call from the Department of Motor Vehicle. The Department of Motor Vehicle said, "Who sold this vehicle?" So they did an investigation, and they went looking for Sarge because he sold the vehicle with an altered title. So basically, Dave had received documents from Sarge. It wasn't properly executed.
Was it notarized?
No, definitely not.
Okay. And did you ever attempt to intercede between him and Sarge and try to get help for him?
All the time.
Did you, when you would try to communicate with Sarge, did you email him at movieautos at?
Yes.
You're standing here telling me this isn't your email?
He's the one that made that up, Your Honor. Of course he's going to say that
Who,
to
the
me.
auxiliary officer? He made that up?
Well, he's also said that he was a Homeland Security officer. He's actually an insurance salesman.
What is your business, sir?
I'm an insurance underwriter.
And what is your relationship with the police department?
I'm a sergeant for the Auxiliary Police Department and deputy commanding officer.
There you go. Okay. So do you ever have a conversation with Sarge where he says, "I'm going to refund the guy's money"?
It was via email. And I can tell you it's via email because I might be able to reproduce that email.
Oh, darling, I'm going to take a little, you know what, I'm not even going to take a little recess because if I take a little recess, I think Sarge will flee.
Welcome back to the People's Court. RV11 here. So do people who sell used cars typically lie about the condition of the vehicle?
I would say so. I mean, it's just business.
It's human nature, you say?
Yes.
Okay?
Look, if you're not lying, you're not trying. So I bet they're lying about the used car.
What do you say?
I say yes, they're lying. They usually lie.
Why do they lie?
They just want to sell it.
Have you ever sold a used car?
No, I've not.
If you sold one, would you lie?
I don't.
Okay. Oh yeah. We know. Going inside the courtroom.
Let me ask you a question, okay? Why does David Williams wait 4 years to pursue this in court?
Okay, why?
Yeah.
They went back and forth and back and forth. In the meantime, also, Sarge had stated he had a heart attack via his wife.
Did you have a heart attack?
No, ma'am.
Did you have your wife say you had a heart attack?
I've been divorced for 2.5 years.
Let me see the emails from the wife that say he had a heart attack. Is that up here?
Up there. Only one.
I don't think he's crafty enough to make
Only
up
one.
these emails from a third party.
These
I really
stories,
don't. He doesn't strike me as a crafty guy.
anybody can fabricate that, Your Honor.
They could, just not that guy.
No, the guy on the phone. The guy on the phone.
I don't think that guy can fabricate that. I think you're a liar. That's what I think. I don't think for 1 second that Crown Victoria is sitting around collecting, storage fees. I don't buy this at all.
Here's the pictures proving that the car's still there.
No, I'm sure you're using it. I'm kind of ready to rule. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna slam this
What's
little.
your name again?
Judge Marilyn Milian from the People's Court.
All right, yeah.
All right, darling. Bye-bye. Okay. Put that back. Okay, my friend. I would stake my children's lives that this notary did not happen on June 22nd, a day before the purported bill of sale. Because what you are is a rip-off artist. okay? I am going to rule in favor of the plaintiff in this case in the amount of the $4,500 plus the other $230 is for what?
2 round trips I made down to Pennsylvania.
All right, $4,730 verdict for the plaintiff. 0 on your counterclaim.
Here comes one of the most busted litigants in people's court history.
It is what it is.
What is that?
He had a witness on the phone that lied on his behalf. I don't think Mr. Williams had any ill will, but I know that he had a gentleman lie for him.
Who told the truth in court?
Yes, I did.
Okay, that's it from here. Over to Harvey.
You know, Kurt, the judge was so smart in figuring this out. Gotta say, in small claims court, there are liberties that the judge can take in testimony, like calling somebody on the phone. In a court of a larger jurisdiction, that would never happen. That will do it for this case. Litigants, for the next case of the way into the courtroom right now.